let's talk about fountain pens. More specifically, fountain pens that, while closed, are less than 125 millimeters. These pens are great choices for jackets, bags, or your favorite pair of cargo shorts. I have a wide assortment of charming little pens, and I'm going to run through them all, starting from small and moving down to tiny. One of the most lengthy of the little pens on this list, the Esterbrook JR, is exactly 125 millimeters, so it's right at the limit of the arbitrary barrier that I'm using today. The JR stands for J Reborn, which is noting that this is sort of the spiritual successor of the iconic Esterbrook J from the golden age of fountain pens. Naturally, you'll see some vintage-inspired elements in the design here. It's got a steel nib made by Jovo in Germany, and it fills with either a cartridge or a converter. The TWSBI VAC Mini. As the name suggests, this pen is smaller than the TWSBI VAC 700R, which is a pretty big pen. It is a vacuum filler, so at $60, it is a super affordable way to get access to such a cool filling method. As you can see back here, the pen does thread to post, so it's a pocket pen that is made to post. One reason that this pen is a really great pocket pen is that you can shut off ink flow, which minimizes how much spritz can get into your cap when you're running around and doing all manner of crazy stuff. Pilot Prera is a little demonstrator that sits right at the $60 price point and gives you the option to pick between 6 different accent colors, like at the top and bottom. They're all clear, but the pen is still sizable enough that I'd say you could write with it unposted, but closed, it is significantly smaller than the previous two I mentioned. Durable, crisp plastic body, reliable steel nib, and a most excellent capping feel make this an awesome quick draw pen. The Pilot E95S features a gold nib, and while closed, it is noticeably smaller than the pens at the top of our list, but when posted, it's one of the longest on the entire list. So the E95S has an awesome posted versus capped differential that makes it a very practical addition to the list. And let me also say that this gold nib is extremely comfortable to write with and is currently the most affordable gold nib fountain pen that I'm aware of at $144, and it takes a cartridge or a converter. The TWSBI Mini is a little bit smaller than the VAC Mini I mentioned earlier and features an internal piston filler instead. The design has its similarities to the vacuum filler version, having the thread to post cap, and you'll get the same feel on the nib and a comparable ink capacity. Speaking of which, the TWSBI pens on this list are by far your best bet if you're looking for a pocket pen that holds a lot of ink. The TWSBI Mini comes in various styles, including a variant like this one that has aluminum hardware. So up until now, probably the E95S is the only one that I would say is intended to be posted before you can write with it like a regular pen. I mean, I guess you don't have to, but from here on out, you can definitely tell that the rest of them are intended to post to create that full-size pen. The Sailor Pro Gear Mini, for example, unposted and open, it's just about the size of the cartridge that's inside of it. Once you post it, though, it is much more manageable. Also available in a gold nib, this one is you can get in a variety of different colors at $220. Yes, it's time for the Kaweco Sport family of pocket pens. You might have known that this was coming because Kaweco is well known for focusing on small fountain pens. One of the most recognizable profiles in the industry, the Sport is a tried and true pocket pen that is only 105 millimeters closed and is easily the model on this list with the most color and material options. You've got the Skyline Sport, the Frosted Sport, the Classic Sport, and the just Sport, all tough plastic, all under $30. And then you've got the All Sports, which are aluminum, and they're around $90 and feel amazing in the hand. They're aluminum, but they have a kind of shocking softness to them. They're just really delightful. The Brass Sport is also up there if you'd like to have a pocket pen with a little bit more weight to it. The Monteverde MVP is an acrylic fountain pen that's super simple. Cartridge only, number 5, steel nib, and a few different colors available. It threads to post. It gives you a very manageable length to work with and is fitted with an O-ring. So if you wanted to, you could bypass the converter cartridge option and just fill the barrel entirely with ink. The MVP is just $30. At $59, we have the Traveler's Company brass pen. Right now, it's just available in polished brass, but they have done at least one limited edition color in the past, and regardless of the price, it seals really, really well. And like the Pilot E95S, it posts and caps using this sort of tension bar that gives it a really satisfying feel. It's the only pen in our store that features a ring top too, so, you know, that's a thing. The Kaweco Supra is not a pocket pen, unless you want it to be. The Supra is a very unique pen because initially it is very much a full-size fountain pen. It has a bit of a transformer functionality to it though. Removing this spacer allows you to drop the size of this pen down to a closed length of just 99 millimeters, making this variation of the Supra the third shortest pen on our list. Another kicker is that despite its size, it features a large number 6 steel nib. The Supra is available in 3 materials: brass at $120, stainless steel at $130, and fire blue steel at $220. The Kaweco Liliput is a tiny pen, short, lightweight, thin. This little pen could find a home in even the most superficial of pockets and would be a perfect pen to get lost at the bottom of your purse. I use mine all the time and I love it. It seals really well and writes for me every time. The green aluminum version is just $60 and is the lightest weight pen we currently have. The brass version here is $80. There is also a raw copper version for $110, and then there's a fire blue steel way up at $170. Now, if you think it can't get any smaller than the Liliput, well, you're kind of wrong. The Pocket 6 from SCHON Design isn't overall smaller, but while capped, it is noticeably shorter than the 97 millimeter Liliput, making it the shortest on this list at just 90 millimeters. The Pocket 6 is around $165 usually, and for that price, you are receiving a pen that is machined at Ian Schoen's workshop in Philadelphia. The bodies, the cap, and the grip sections are 100% made in the USA. The nibs are made by Jovo in Germany, and true to the name, Pocket 6, the full-size number 6 nibs just happen to be equipped on the shortest pen we have. The Pocket 6 threads to post and has an O-ring in the cap that gives all of its rotations a delightful, smooth feel during their closure. So those are 12 pens that I think would make a delightful addition to any number of pockets or travel storage situations that you might find yourself having. They're all solid options, so if you'd like to take a look at some more or to get some additional tech specs, you can also compare them side by side using our Pen Plaza tool. You can do all that at gouletpens.com. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a great day. Have fun. Right on.